tons of data. You don't have to report all your data to one journal. You understand? You don't have to report from A to Z to one journal. You can say A to C here, D to E here, F to C, so on. Then you have many, many journals. But it has to be original work. You don't be afraid. I have gotten rejection until the guy said, please do not send your journal anymore. We're not sending it out. Yes. So I said, okay, thank you. You understand? You go that far because you have to be persistent. You cannot say, I got rejected. Yes, my life is over. No.
Ask a very simple question. How many people here have got master's degree? How many people have got publication out of their master's degree?
Why not?
Right.
Yes.
Just for openness. Why not? Majority of people here have master's degree, no publication.
That's the thing. The fear. It comes down to the fear. So they will have to say, well, you know, your pedagogy needs a little bit refining, your methodology has a lot of flaws in it, your analysis is very superficial, blah, blah, blah. So you say, okay, you take one thing and you improve one thing at a time. And then later you submit again. It takes time. It took me 1.5 years to just publish one journal. It happens. But now, after a while, you get a hang of it. You really get a hang of it. And you know, as a reviewer, what they look for, because you look for the same thing. Yeah. A lot of things will be different. So what do you think I do? I shout at them. You have to put on a persona that you are very fierce. Then they will not do many things. You structure it so that you have time to do things. Alright? We have MMLS. How many of you actually use MMLS? One. Do you actually create e-learning stuff on it? Why not? If you can create the MMLS, the e-learning stuff, you get a day off. Yes, because we got 20%, we have to put 20% on e-learning. So you create your modules, you get the student to do it, you have one lecture, you can do your research. Right? You have, and you're teaching not by yourself, you've got other tutors to help you. Right? No. You have 15 students. Alright? So you need to structure when you think you're going to conference. If you're going to conference this week, don't have a midterm exam then. You understand? Push it to another week. You are in charge of your class. You can merge what you need to do and your class at the same time. That's how you manage. Right? Being strict in class is very important because there are students that walk all the way, that just couldn't care less. Right? I have had students. That's why if you ask Joyce, you ask Kim, you know?
Oops.
No, I don't have nature, but I do give that persona. It's not that I'm strict, but I want to maintain certain structure. Then you can move around. Because you must say, you cannot come in early, you must submit on time, all those things that we learn in high school, right? You must follow those things, because if not, and you get 1 student, 2 students, 3 students, 300 students, then you cannot. You need to handle those students, because they are students. And you have to find time during the week. Take 1 day off during the week. Hide someone, hopefully in your office, and finish your stuff. Alright? You cannot spend, you have to. There is no way. There is a research library you can go to. Alright? There's here you can go to. Right? There are things that you can do. So, all that. Okay, think of it this way. How many of you here have worked in corporate? Alright? How many hours did you work in corporate? A lot, right? 12 hours sometimes. How many hours of teaching you have here? 10, 15, who was that who told me she had 16 to 32 hours of teaching? I mean, we only have 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours. Yes, we have preparations and things like that. We have consultancies and stuff like that. But consultancy is up to you to decide. Wednesday or consultancy, Thursday, I have nothing. Do research. I'm not asking you to go watch movie, because new movies come on Thursdays, right? Men in Black coming out, right? So you say, okay, no class on Thursday, I'm going to do research. My area is film study. Right? So I am going to go to GSE, which is my library, to do research, right? You have to go watch movie, exactly. Right? If you can come up with a paper after you watch movie, go ahead. Really. If you can come up with a paper, do you know there are PhDs out there that analyze Winnie the Pooh? There are PhDs out there that analyze Harry Potter. So if your area is to analyze a movie, The Avengers, or Men in Black 3, by all means.
A series of men.
But you cannot claim that. Okay. You understand? But that is what reason, if that's your field. You know, if that's your field and you want to analyze how people react during the movie, and he counts, he observes. He observes how many times at the traffic light do people in the traffic light look in the mirror. Yes, there's that kind of research. But his research becomes very, very valuable to who? To marketing guys. So they found that at the traffic light, you have undivided attention. Because they're waiting and everybody's just looking around. And what do they do now? They put a Teletron and they advertise. A guy going to the elevator. Last time you see a mirror. Why? Because people will look at themselves and so on to prepare. Now what do you see? McDonald's, right? And advertising. Why you have their attention? Somebody did the research. Weird research like this. You know? Research doesn't need to be great Einstein level. Not yet. You can do that as in time because you're not dead. After research after you get a PhD doesn't mean that's it. I'm done. No, you're just beginning. Alright, you got other problems because now you got to take students. And the students will come up to you and say, sir, how? So you also how? I don't know how. You understand? You are all students now. But you will have to be supervisors one day. Alright, Dr. Koo. Alright, you are now a supervisor. Very different from a student, right? You got different problems. Alright, your problem now is that how am I going to get this student who can't even write? How is he going to write this? You worry. You know? You worry. So you say, okay, write whatever, I will have to do something about it. How am I getting students to, how come he cannot understand simple methodology? And you worry, how am I going to get this guy? And I tell you when you understand your PhD. Do you know when you understand the exact moment you understand your PhD? After the Viva. When you finish, you walked out the room and say, I understand my PhD. Honestly. You know, you walk out the Viva office and the room and go, I don't understand what my PhD is about. But before that, you're thinking all kinds of the examiner is going to ask you, how does this relate to the meaning of life and how the meaning of life comes back? You're thinking of all those scary things again. It is not. They don't do that. They only ask you what's in your book. Right? So be careful what you write in the book because you must know everything that you write in the book. Right? So don't worry. It's all about field. It's all about concrete. And I tell you, once you're done with PhD, you say PhD. Right now, when I say do master, you say easy, right?
Yes.
Very convincing. Yes.
It's part and parcel of you coming here, and any university asks you. Other universities demand more. MMU is quite lenient. Right? Compared to so far. But they are increasing the standards. Right? So get it now. Next time it will be much more difficult. And then you can laugh at all those students. Finish it first. It only takes 2-3 years of your life. After that, don't prolong. Why prolong your agony? 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 years to get a PhD. It prolongs the agony. Finish it out. Then you can laugh at other people. Seriously. And I'm laughing at all you guys.
Read a 5 years old.
Questions? Off.
Okay.